Good morning, everyone. Happy late Mother's Day to all of the fantastic mothers out there. I didn't get a chance to thank you personally, but thank you for being fantastic mothers and happy late Mother's Day. But you guys know me, Aimee, here with Fern, Russell, and our guest today is Fernanda LaFont, and we're listening to Author Talks. You guys, hey, how are you guys? What is up, everybody? I have missed you.
I'm exhausted.
I know.
I am too, but I'm pretty excited because I think Corn sounds pretty intense. I think we're going to have an intense information-filled podcast today.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
I want to interject here. And say, I am not only a mother on one day. Every day for me is Mother's Day. Okay? So I am having a party and celebrating every day. Just to let the world know.
Every day Mother's Day is a nightmare thought. Because I become a slave on Mother's Day. My wife keeps saying, well, it's Mother's Day. It's Mother's Day.
Melinda works hard. You do that, Melinda. I love it. She should do that more often to you, Russell.
Right. Well, Melinda. You know, I celebrate my unbirthday every day.
Of course, every day. Every day
is my unbirthday. You know,
every day. I
remember Alice in Wonderland. A very merry unbirthday to you.
Oh no! Don't let Fern start singing, or we'll lose all our viewers.
Fern did something cool this weekend. So Fern, tell us about your weekend.
Well, I was at DegaCon in Dayton. We were there selling books. We got to meet amazing new readers and amazing fellow vendors. We got to see people we hadn't seen in ages. So it was really nice. And you can see on my door, I've got 2 new posters from Mustafa.
I see my picture there. I see my picture there. The Wonder Woman. You got me there. I look good. Thank you.
Now, Mustafa, he works for Marvel and DC. Yes. He is an official artist for them. I mean, his work is just glorious. And behind Batman, you see Batman. On the reverse of Batman is Superman. But I love Batman. I love the dark and broody.
He's just a rich dude with toys.
I don't know if you can see it, but that one right there is Mustafa. It's Doctor Strange. I can't see it. I would go get it, but I don't want to get up. But
he's such a great artist. And you know, for someone with that level of success, what I really like about him is that he is very down to earth, easy to talk to. He's not arrogant. You know, I introduced him to Rosa because I was like, you know, trying to get her to network. And you know how shy she is. And he was really, really nice and encouraging. So I really enjoy chatting with him and getting to know him a little bit better. We hadn't seen him since 2019. It was like, yay! Look, you're still on. We love you.
So much fun. He is the sweetest guy. I honestly, when I met him, I was talking to him, and I don't know. I mean, I know celebrities, but I didn't know like him. And then when they announced it at DegaCon, when I was there with you, Fern, I was like, oh my gosh, I had no idea. And I was like super impatient about getting my photos.
He was lucky he got to meet you, Aimee.
No.
James, really? Really? You're going to go there, James?
No, I have pants on. Oh, he says, look, I have pants on.
Okay. James is cool. I will defend James. And by the way, what happened to when they post their comment?
I have it right here. I just wasn't going to show that one.
Turn them all on.
I have them on. I'm just picking.
I love it when the comments come up. James, thank you. You're cool. James is a cool guy.
I was wondering the same thing. Does she have on pants?
I have pants on.
Is there a reason why she will go get that? Other than just,
I didn't want you to like watch me go get it. Like then I feel like I'm like on the spot and I need to walk like a runway model or something. So I was like, I don't want to get up, you know?
I thought it was because she was holding one of her babies down with her feet so they didn't jump up.
No, I have done that. I've done that, but no, not today. Not today. Russell, what did you do this weekend?
I spent the whole weekend 3 days, in fact, walking the beach with the water floating over my feet. Spent the whole weekend doing that. Nothing but that.
See,
That's why I'm so red.
That is the kind of nature I can do. I can do beach nature. Beach work. Yeah.
Yep, the beach is good. Kareen, what about you?
Just quiet. There's a lot of rain here. Actually, I'm looking out my window and it's about to rain again. We have been having just lots of rain. So it's very wet, not really conducive to be outside, but I'm enjoying it being inside. You know, it's quiet, cool. The weather is just perfect, you know, and just having a somber time and hanging with you guys. That's what it is about.
Yes, you're hanging with the cool folks. The cool folks.
Yeah. We're very glad to have you, Corin, and we're very happy that you're going to be presenting for the Houston Writers Guild. You know, that's around the corner. We are so excited. You have so much knowledge to share, my friend. That
really,
you know, I know you.
Fern, tell us about that event coming up.
So the Houston Writers Guild Conference, June 11, 12, and 13. You know, June 12, we kick it off with Roger Leslie, who is just magnificent. You know, he is just one of the most beautiful people.
Yeah, didn't Sandy stalk him for like a year?
We all stalked him. We love Roger.
Yeah, I stalk him.
You know, Roger has his own publishing company, and he publishes a lot of nonfiction. So if you're a nonfiction writer, you really want to know Roger. He is a really great publisher. He's a very, you know, one that you can really trust. And he's one of the most, you know, people of great integrity that I know. I just love him, you know. And so he's going to kick it off. And then we have John Simons, who was the creator of Comic Palooza. In 3 years, he took it from a small event that he was hosting. Jan, I hear you. I've got to eat my coffee, girl. Trying to wake up. But you know, he started his Comic Palooza in his comic book store, and in 3 years, it was having to be hosted at George R. Brown because it had grown that much. So. Yes, Sandy. You know, that's how it works.
I think Sandy has like 3 or 4 court orders against her stocking feet.
I
mean, Sandy. Gee. Cor, I love Cor's laughing.
Yeah, she likes a lot of people. But before
Russell, what is it to add another one? What is it to add another one? I mean, if she already has 3 or 4, I mean,
well, I think Roger's one of them.
Sandy, okay, it's the biggest compliment you can give to Sandy. That's but no, before we popped on to go live with you guys, we were having a very interesting conversation about social media, especially about Clubhouse. So on Through the Eyes of Authors for the month of May, we're going through, you know, social media marketing made easy. And so last Monday, if you missed it, we just did an introduction into what exactly social media marketing is and why you should be doing it and kind of what it looks like on each platform. This evening, we're going to be talking about the research that goes into creating your strategy for marketing on social media. And it doesn't really have to be super time consuming or anything. Fern's going to be on tonight. She has some great articles and information to share that we're going to kind of piggyback off. But remember, it's super informal. There isn't really a whole like PowerPoint to it. It's more conversational because we want to make sure that you guys are understanding and can implement this. So we share our screen a lot and walk you through some of the things that are difficult for people to kind of get hung up or give you examples. So it's more of us sharing our screen, making sure that you leave Monday night knowing how to do what we talked about. So very informal. There are no stupid questions. Social media marketing can be very difficult. So bring all of your questions and definitely a pen and a notepad because you're going to need to write stuff down. But we were talking with Kareen earlier about Clubhouse, and we kind of got off on this subject. I called Clubhouse.
Yeah, you actually got in a good argument. The viewers need to hear this argument.
It was good. So we were talking about Clubhouse and how it's very live in the moment. Just to kind of recap here, it was very, you know, live in the moment. Nothing's recorded, and I classified it as a social media platform that's not really social. And so me and Kareen kind of started going back and forth behind it. So Kareen, how do you view Clubhouse?
Well, let's start off by me saying I do not have a Clubhouse account, so the owners are not going to like me. But
I don't either. It's okay.
It is new, and I see a lot of people are jumping on it. And for me, my personality is not to run behind, the shiny object things. So
Right.
anytime something new comes out, I'm not going to just rush and say, "Ooh, I need to be on that. Ooh, I need to have one of that." No, that's just not my personality. But other people are using it, and yes, it has some curiosity in my mind. I wonder what this is, but the thing is I stick to the things that works for me. So, like the Facebook and the LinkedIn and stuff like that. But Aimee was saying that she doesn't consider it to be social. And from what she described to me, from what she knew, is that it is a platform that allows live, when live events are happening, the speakers and the engagement happening at the same time. So there are no replays, you cannot come back to watch and so on. So I was saying to her that creates a situation of importance for people who are attending. So, for example, if I attended an event in Clubhouse, I could say to Aimee, "Hey, Aimee, you missed out. Hey, Fern, you missed out." So it makes me feel, oh, well, I guess people might feel important because they attended something that Aimee and Fern did not attend. So I know more, or I know something that Aimee doesn't know.
Yeah, you have the exclusive insight there. Yeah.
Exactly. When that may not necessarily be so, but it creates that perception that I have something that Aimee didn't have access, and she will not have access because there are no replays. So I have this thing. So it creates that, and I think that is probably the thinking behind it. The whole building of the platform. Now, Aimee was saying that it's not social, and I said to her, hold on. All platforms have its own purpose, reasoning, thinking, and so on behind it, driving it. And the thing is, it is social because if there is engagement for a particular period of time, it is social because you come in, I talk to whoever it is, I engage with the speaker, the other people who are there, and I move on. Now, Aimee is thinking it's not carrying on that get to know you, get to like you, I want to connect,
It's more networking. It's more business fight. I'm in, I got what I want, I'm out. I'm only talking to you because I need this information. I want to build a connection, referral, whatever, and then I'm bouncing, right? I'm out.
But that's what the nature of the beast is right now. Everybody's just like, hey, I don't really need to know you. I don't need to know you have how much kids and your husband and where you eat and what's your favorite meal. I just want to connect with you. What can you do for me? What can I do for you? Let's keep this in.
That's more of a business networking. I'm building my business kind of thing. That's not really social networking, right? So
I agree. It has more of a business slant to it, but it has a purpose. And the thing is, it is still social for those people who consider social to be that way. Yeah. So that's how they socialize. Because
I would classify it as the new meetup. Everybody went for meetup, and they used to like go and meet in person or do live events, on meetup. That's, I guess, how I would classify Clubhouse. And I never classified meetup as a social event because it was more or not a social event, a social network, because it was more about hosting speakers or events. So it's more of an event platform. I guess it's a better way of classifying it. But
so then what that is saying, Aimee, is that Clubhouse is not for you because your purpose is to get to know people. It's more than just the business. I want to get to know you.
I wish I could be on Clubhouse. I'm not on Clubhouse because I don't have an Apple. Like
Amy's a hustler, Corn. That's what's going on.
I would be on it. I would be on it, and I would engage and be like, "Hey, girl, how are you?"
Can I ask a stupid question? You said there's no stupid questions, but I don't believe that cliche. But you've skipped ahead. I'm behind. When did Clubhouse happen? And where do I find it? I mean,
you have to be invited to Clubhouse, right? So reach out to Sandy or Fern because they can invite you to Clubhouse. You have to be an Apple user.
Oh, so I have friends that haven't invited me. That's why I don't know about it.
Yeah, your friends have not invited you to it. But it's an exclusive platform in that sense, is that right now it's only on Apple and you have to be invited to be on it. So I'm very jealous of my Apple friends because they get to be on this platform and I don't. So I live vicariously through you guys. So I guess it kind of feeds off of Kareem's point of it's like exclusive content. So I kind of see it as like if you are a speaker or you have webinars and courses that you offer all the time, you can kind of funnel people to your Clubhouse and give them an exclusive deal or whatever live in the moment. It's only good while I'm talking and then it goes away. That's kind of the benefits that I see of that social media platform. I put that in quotations. I guess that would be the benefit that I would see for that platform, I guess, in a sense.
But hold on there, Aimee. You said it's connected to Apple. And as you talk more, I'm learning a bit more about it. But isn't Apple, from what I understand, connected with iPhone, Apple and iPhone? And so iPhone people, makers, creators, this is the thinking behind their whole product. It's exclusivity. Everybody wants to have the first iPhone that comes out to make them feel, ooh, I have this. Ooh, I have that. So it's exclusivity. That is the whole premise.
Capitalizing on that for sure.
That is the premise of Apple. And so everything they have is about that.
Yeah. And one of the big issues that I have with Clubhouse is because it is live and you cannot see it later, you really have to think about what do you want to present on it and at what time. At what you really have to explore, at what time is your audience going to be available? Because the only reason I'm on it is because I was invited to a Clubhouse chat about the future of publishing. And, we didn't have that many people join us live. And I think it was because it was kind of in the middle of a work week day. But the people who are doing publishing maybe full time were the ones who were kind of target there.
No, Fern. I am going to jump in here. Here's what. You are coming from what you're used to and what we are used to. Consider your target audience, the time. After they put the kids to bed, they come from work. When would be the best time, so on and so forth. Remember, this is exclusivity. It's the reverse. You have to make the time. You think this is important, you make the time. You get rid of Russell. You get rid of Russell. Aimee, you had a date with Russell. Forget it. Cancel the date with Russell.
Where did you guys find Corn? She brings energy, like burst of energy to this. I love it.
Forget the date. Forget the date with Russell. Find an excuse and say, Russell, I got
no, so I don't disagree with you, but I don't 100% agree with you.
You better not disagree with her.
Wait, hear me out. This is a good thought, I think, but maybe it's just me. So I feel like if you're wanting that exclusivity and, to get people on to do an offer, you need to do it when most of your audience is online. Because if you only do an exclusive offer when none of your people are on, it's a waste of your time and you're not getting sales. You're not getting anything like that. So you need to know when your target market is or nothing's going to happen.
No. You don't need to have the majority to start yapping. There will be people who are not like you and us who are going to jump in on that Clubhouse. And all they need, because they're not going for the large numbers, exclusivity is not about the masses. It's about the few. It's about the few. Hold on. It's about the few who have this particular thing in their hands. And once they have this particular thing in their hand, they can say, hey, I got this. You missed this. And all they need to do is start talking. They don't need a majority. They don't need a majority. They need the few. So you're thinking, oh, consider me. I am special. No. They are not concerned about what you think about yourself. They know who they're targeting, and they know the people who they're targeting will get rid of Russell, end the date with Russell, forget Fern, throw Aimee under the bus, and attend that thing, because they know that I, Corinne, want to be special and say, I was there. Yeah. You were not.
And
It's a different psychology, sweetie. It's a different psychology.
I have a degree in psychology. I totally understand that whole thing.
Yes.
I just don't necessarily, that would not be for me.
Like
this strategy. That's just me personally, though. That, you know, hey, do what you. That's just me personally. But I know, Corinne, that you're speaking at the Houston Writers Guild, so I'm going to kick it on over to Fern. So let's talk about ready, set, pitch. So I can, you know, I need to regather myself here. So I'm kicking on over to Fern.
I threw her under the bus. I threw Aimee under the bus.
I'm okay being thrown under the bus. It's all good. I'm going to talk about ready, set, pitch, because I know you're talking about some awesome stuff for this coming event, June 11th through the 13th. So I'm going to kick it on over to Fern.
Oh, yeah. Well, okay. So as I was saying, we have it June 11, 12, 13. Corinne will be with us. She's going to be doing a session on marketing like an expert, knowing how to do this right. And as you can see, she knows her stuff. She understands the psychology behind some of these things so that you can really target your audience, you know. And we're going to have the wonderful Jessie, Jalen Ells. She's going to be talking about hooking up with non-writer groups that are going to be, you know, kind of your audience for your book and kind of getting connected and networking for readership. You know, we all network as writers, as professionals. We network with each other, but we need to expand those networks to find readers. So she's going to be talking about that. We've got the wonderful Tex Thompson coming. She does a wonderful workshop for us on Sunday. She will also be presenting Saturday. And we have just amazing, you know, genre-specific sessions for our authors. We've got Terry Hill, who is a NASA person. He's going to be talking about science fiction and fantasy and how the two genres work together and how to keep, you know, how to categorize each one and understand what they are. Dawn Dottle is one of our agents, and she's going to be talking about the difference between mystery and suspense. There is a difference. She was one of our wonderful contest judges when we did our mystery contest. And, you know, she was telling us about how most of those were just suspense stories and not really mystery. So she's going to be talking about that. We have the wonderful Joanna Jordan, who is going to be talking about writing for healing, you know, using your life experiences and your writing, not just to heal yourself, but also to help others heal. So she's going to be talking about that. So, I mean, we have an incredible panel of editors and agents. We've got people from the Texas Review Press, Donald Moss Agency. We've got a lot of amazing opportunities. And if you've got a book ready to pitch, people, you are ready to find an agent. You want to check out the agents that are going to be there. Check out who you can pitch to, because I'm definitely pitching to Ray, because you know, she's looking for science fiction fantasy. So you definitely want to join in the conference. It's all virtual, so you know you can be in your PJs. Pants are optional.
Boy, that gives Aimee a relief.
Yes, you know, I'm going to be there. You know it. I'm not going to stand up, but I'll be there. Yes, you had me at pants are optional. You had me there.
Pants are optional. Just make sure you look good on top. And
I love that. I love that.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
Yeah. And Jen is like, it's scary. It is kind of scary to get out there and to pitch to agents, to publishers, you know, to put your work out there. But, you know, it's what we are here for. That's why we write. So finding your audience, building your platform. You don't want to miss Corinne's presentation on marketing yourself.
I don't want to miss it. I mean, I've got to hear this. I just hope Amy's there for her to beat up on. Aimee, will you appear with Corinne? It seems to really pick it up.
All day. I'm totally game for it, but we have such a limited amount of time. But I'm all game for it. I learn new things all the time, and other people's point of views and stuff are welcome. So yes, I'll be there. I can be your punching bag. I can take it. I'm good. I'm good. No matter to me. I'm all good. But no, I am very excited about this whole event. But Corinne, you also have a podcast that you have authors on. So how about you tell authors how they can get in touch with you if they'd like to be on your show?
Well, the best way to go, you see my website, I think, at the bottom there. And on my website, it will take you, there is a tab that says podcast. So if you go there, you'll be able to see all the, different interviews that I've done. And of course, you can contact me on my website. Feel free to reach out to me. I'm very easy to find. If you can't find my website or you forget, just remember my name, Corinne Lafont. Google me. A lot of things are going to come up, and you just reach me. And if not, if you can pull Aimee from under the bus, she's going to.
I'm okay. I don't mind. But no, if you also need help, get in touch with Corinne. I have her email address because you know, ladies like that, I can get you in touch with her. 100%.
If you can get her from under the bus, just ask her for my contacts. And my podcast is called Between the Lines, and I interview all sorts of people. It's not only authors. I do speakers. I do persons in spirituality. I do entrepreneurs, because you learn a lot from a lot of people. And you will hear, and the conversation that we have is much like this. And as a matter of fact, when I come to the Houston Writers Guild next month, which is actually about exactly a month away from today, I'm thinking about it, and I don't want to do a presentation. My format will not be a presentation to say, PowerPoint slides. I like engagement. I like to hear what people have to say, what they're going through, and just come in there, just come in there like what we're doing now, so that I can answer the questions, and other people can say, hey, they have done that. This happened for them. This didn't happen, and just come in there. So it's going to be very intensive, like how Russell is saying he's enjoying this. Very intensive. And just engage, just really engage. That's what you will be expecting. Yeah.
It's gonna be good. I mean, this is a great opportunity. It's not expensive at all, and to get really expert help on these subjects, and knowing how to connect, knowing how to network, knowing how to brand yourself, and creating that author platform for your book and for your speaking, because that's the other part. Like you're talking about your podcast. That is the best way to get your message out there, to get your book out there. And it's not just all about my book, but it's about what are you trying to what is the takeaway? What's the takeaway from your book? What do readers walk away from with it? And so I think that's the key thing that you bring to it, Fern.
Yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Well, I certainly enjoyed the interview we did. I mean, we totally talked about all kinds of things, which is awesome.
Yeah. No, I literally have fun. I'm enjoying this. Seriously, I'm enjoying this. This is fun. The only thing I'm missing, my cigar. I don't smoke, but I'm willing to try a cigar.
You should. It's awesome. You don't have to inhale, which is what I like about the cigar. You don't inhale. You enjoy the flavor, enjoy the smoke.
Oh, so I can just look. I can look cool. That's part of the exclusivity. I can look cool. Yeah,
that is my cool thing. It sort of happened from the COVID. Because now I can be smoking while I'm here with everybody, because I'm not like bugging anybody with my smoke. So that's my thing now. And
Russell, are you inhaling? What are you doing?
Well, Fern inhales. Trust me, I've smoked cigars with her. She's a great editor, but sometimes...
Hey, don't be throwing Fern under the bus, okay?
I can't help myself.
Everybody take a turn under the bus.
I can't... I hope you come back.
Yeah.
This kind of energy, I would love it if you would come back
Aimee
in the
knows.
future.
Listen to me, Russell. Aimee and Fern knows. They just need to email me and say, Corinne, can you do so?
Well,
and
they
I'm
don't
like,
invite me to anything, so I'm going to have to remind them, because I don't get invited to anything.
I'm not on Apple. I can't invite you. I invite you.
Sorry, Russell, you're not special. Accept it. You're not special.
I know my wife tells me that all the time.
You're not special.
We invite you to all kinds of things.
I don't know what you're talking about.
We love you.
Russell, don't you worry, sweetie. Don't you worry. Just ask
Trust
Aimee.
me, I'm not that worried.
Oh, Russell, you should be. You should be worried. Yes, you should be.
This is fun.
No,
This is fun.
no, Russell,
I'm looking forward to the Writers Guild conference. It's going to be fun.
Yeah.
I have no idea what I'm going to say. Honestly, I have none. I'm blank. So
I
if you're
think people
listening to
believe
this,
that. I think people believe that.
yeah,
I have no idea.
I have no idea. I have no idea what I'm going to talk about. I am
Before you cut us off, I need to do the YouTube thing.
Oh yeah.
I am just waiting for people to show up, and then I'll know what to say.
Well, and that is really a wonderful thing, because then you can really help the people who are there.
Yeah.
Which is really more powerful, as far as you've invested in coming to this conference, you're going to get what you need, because the presentations are tailored for you, and the speakers are going to be helping you with what is the issue you're having, as far as marketing and stuff. So,
yeah. And I prefer to be, on the ball, on point, right in the moment. And it also speaks to your knowledge on something. When persons, not that I'm trying to put anybody down, there are times and place for a PowerPoint where you can be guided and you stick to that. I like to be interactive. Ask me anything, on the spot. I'm ready with an answer for you. If I don't have an answer, I say, hey, I don't know. I'm not familiar. Just like I said, I didn't know Clubhouse. I don't have an account. I was guided, and based on that, I was able to give my own interpretation and feeling on it. Yeah. So, yeah.
No, I love it. Russell, talk to us about YouTube.
Okay. If you are not subscribed to our YouTube channel, we ask you, if you're watching today, to go over to our YouTube channel, watch this video over there, push a like, subscribe, and it will change the algorithms to allow us to reach other people that may be interested too. So we're asking you to do that, and I hope we see Corn in the future, because she brings burst of energy.
Yeah. That's why I'm practicing throwing Aimee under the bus. If you practice doing that,
you said burst of energy, not burst of pushing Aimee.
It's all good. I knew where she was going. It's all good. It's all good. But no, you guys, I love Mondays with you guys. You guys are amazing. Corinne, I love talking to you every time. And I'm sending people to your podcast. But you guys, tonight on Through the Eyes of Authors, if you are joining, we're talking strategy and the research that you need to put in behind for strategy on your social media marketing, especially for authors. Fern has some great websites and tips that she's going to share with us. Remember, it's very informal, conversational. We just want to engage, make sure that you understand how you can market your book for yourself. So join us tonight on Through the Eyes of Authors. But other than that, Corinne, thank you so much for taking the time to meet with us today. Fantastic conversation. Great Monday. I love the energy, like Russell said. So until then, you guys, where's my cursor? Okay. Until then, you guys have a fantastic rest of your Monday and a great week. And we'll catch you all next Monday.
Bye, everyone.